Hello there guys, welcome back to another episode of E&Ftv. Today you will see I'm at the Global Revenue Forum, the most amazing industry conference of the start of the year for me. The thought leadership, the discussion, the networking, it's all second to none, and the turnout today has been absolutely mega. Granted, it's empty at the moment because everyone's at lunch. But although I'm here because I want to network, I want to see everybody, I want to see the community, I'm also here to see an amazing panel discussion that's being held by Janel with a number of the key industry leaders that created this white paper that we've launched today. Now, this is the second edition of the M&E Revenue Management white paper. So the first one was last year. That was all around discovery and recommendations of what the industry should look at in terms of changes to drive that positive change. This one is all about actions being taken. So from an education standpoint, from a tech standpoint, and from a metrics and measurement standpoint. This is a huge, huge groundbreaking document yet again, and the response and the feedback has been absolutely mega. So I want to say a massive thank you to you for tuning into this week's episode. Take a look around, take a look at the conference, take a look at the speakers, and we'll see you towards the end. Janel, I know you're about to be going on stage any minute now, so I'm going to make this really, really quick. We've launched the second white paper today, which I've been so excited about, and I know everyone involved is really excited about it. Yeah. But HOSPA have played such a massive part in this one, simply because of the development. I don't want to say it because it's your thing to say, but the developments that you guys have done on the education side. So can you just give us a bit of a glimpse as to what HOSPA have been doing and what we're going to be expecting?
Well, it's been a privilege to be part of the group, to be honest, even like from the beginning. And it was identified by that panel of industry leaders that there was a lack of education around revenue management for meeting space. And very kindly, they also nominated HOSPA as the professional development partner. So yeah, we're working very hard at the moment. We've got 2 courses launching in March of this year, which is the first step. So
and the first of their kind.
The first ever of revenue management for meeting space, with a lot of support from the industry. But yes, so HOSPA, we're so excited to be part of it. And today's panel is going to be around the revenue management for meeting space and why people tend to ignore meeting space. I don't believe it, but we've heard a lot of talk already today about different revenue streams.
We have.
We've heard about food and beverage, we've heard about spa, we've heard about golf, and no one has mentioned meeting rooms. So we'll change that this afternoon.
Danielle, I know you're just about to step on stage with Janel. But you've been such a huge part of the development of not just this white paper that we've launched today, but the previous one. And also, I would say, the main direction of where we've gone specifically within the metric side of things. It's a hugely exciting time for M&E Optimisation through all the work that we've all been doing, mainly, of course, you guys as the industry leaders. Tell us a bit about what that experience has been like and how proud you are of this white paper that's just launched.
To get to this stage where we've actually got defined metrics is a big thing. I remember when we had that first meeting, 3 years ago now? We couldn't even agree on what that should look like. And that's why when I took the session last year, it's like we need to have a voting system, we need to agree on this, and we're not leaving the room until we've got these agreed metrics.
There was post-its everywhere.
Yeah, it was very precise because we needed to get down to the bottom of it because there was so much conversation about what we were all doing last time. But it became very clear that we were all using different metrics, we were measuring metrics that we use the same but differently, so there was no consistency anywhere. So the fact that now we've got this set metrics that we can take to industry, to tech providers and say this is what we need support with, it's just huge. And if we can get the message spread, and this paper is a really big part of that, then excellent, job done.
Marek, thank you so much for taking a bit of time out. Everyone's so busy and all over the place, but I saw you talking to loads of different people, and I just wanted to grab you for 2 reasons really. One, to have a really nice catch up, but 2, you did such a fantastic presentation towards the end of last year within our tech segment of the white paper that we've launched today. And it was really engaging. It was very different with the game and all that sort of stuff, but I know that this is a space that you're incredibly passionate about. What's it like for you to see the white paper now in its true form, and what do you sort of feel the future holds for this going forward?
So I believe, thanks to this white paper and all the activities that you've been doing, and you're incredible. And I want to take a moment and say thank you to you, because you always give thank yous, but you are the one to be thanked, and that's really amazing. And it was great to see everybody in the room after the last white paper, and we talked about that the next white paper was coming out, and it's just out, so it's really exciting. And I generally believe that hoteliers are starting to see the value of meetings and events. That it's we talk about total revenue, bedrooms plus spa, etc., but meetings and events is a really strong piece.
Yes.
And this topic needs to be talked about, and we continue the work and expanding beyond hotels to also non-hotels like venues, stadia, venues, etc. So that's where I see it's coming. Yeah.
Michael, thank you so much for taking some time. I know you're flying all over the place between all sorts of different people, and I want to say it was a fantastic discussion that you were involved in earlier. I was actually mentioning it earlier in this episode of some of the points that you guys were talking about. It was, I've never seen sort of a tech provider talk about the relationship between tech and the culture of teams. I thought that was really interesting. But that's not why I wanted to bring you over here, because Ideas this year have very kindly sponsored our second M&E Revenue Management white paper. That is a groundbreaking piece of document for our industry as a whole. And as I said in a post yesterday, I think that stands testament to Ideas' position on wanting to drive true positive change. And you really did step in last minute, and you really brought it home. So I want to say a massive thank you from me and everybody involved in the creation of the white paper. But what does it mean to Ideas, I suppose, to be involved in something like this?
Well, firstly, just to say I'm very grateful in sponsoring and supporting you. I think what you're doing for this space and driving this, the momentum that you've created has been phenomenal, and a real dynamo, and probably creating the awareness for the sector that maybe would have been neglected otherwise. So for me, helping you in this regard was very, very important, and I'm pleased we did it. And secondly, for Ideas, it's really important. This is, I think Janel spoke about this being sort of a neglected sector.
Yes.
Often. The challenges within it from a technology perspective are huge. We're very invested in making that, changing that. So our sponsorship of the white paper is just endorsement to our commitment in moving this space forward.
George, thank you so much for taking the time out, because I know you're incredibly busy, flying all over the place right now. And as you said, you're more the herder today rather than the sheep. But I've managed to pull you away, so I really do appreciate it. Mate, how good is the Global Revenue Forum this year?
Well, I've been asked that same question a lot. How's it going? And I say, you tell me. What do you think? How's it going, Tom?
I think, honestly, turnout's been amazing. I think the discussions, I particularly like the first couple where it's been around how tech is enabling teams and culture to almost be the best it can be. And it was actually Michael that was touching on that earlier from Ideas. That was really interesting. And to hear that sort of correlation between tech and people, I'd not actually heard that before. So that was really interesting. It's always good to hear from STR, looking at the data. And again, what was really interesting, I don't know if you recognize this, but the 2014 numbers being the same as 2025.
Yeah.
I was like, what? But anyway, you learn something every day, right? But for you, being on stage for the first time this year, I can imagine that was a bit nerve-wracking, but you've absolutely smashed it.
Thank you. And it's really nice to hear, because obviously a lot of thought goes into this, a lot of work. But you get to the point where you're so close to it that you can't see. So that's why I asked it back at you, how's it going? Because it's really nice. And what's been really nice, 2 minutes before you came and herded me in, as you said, when I was trying to herd people in front of our camera, I was talking to people that have come along for the first time. And they were talking about, like, genuinely they can't wait to go home, not because they want the event to finish, but they want to start implementing things that they've heard about.
Absolutely.
And I was like, yeah, maybe I'm a bit blasé. I've been to so many of these events and things, and like people that are coming for the first time are genuinely excited about that. So I keep reflecting the question back at people. I'm getting good feedback so far, so keep your fingers crossed for us for the afternoon.
Absolutely. And guys, what an amazing day it's been. Fantastic speakers throughout the whole day. We even tuned in to a speaker that was in Milan, which was really cool. And of course, the white paper. Everyone that came to the conference today would have seen these white papers all over the tables, and of course in the breakout rooms as well. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's been involved in creating this, whether that be the industry leaders themselves with regards to the input, or Michelle, the creative writer that actually created the document itself, and of course, Dan, the graphic designer that made it look so gorgeous. So there's so many people that have gone into creating this document, this groundbreaking industry first document. The last one was award-winning, and I cannot wait to see what this achieves this year. So for now, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for tuning into this week's episode. Click the subscribe button, join the community. We're bringing you content every single week. And to do that, we need a fantastic community around us. So click the subscribe button, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.